Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will start this game off. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Buying some time as he moves left. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
So after the first down run, here's second down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Kent State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a great matchup we have of two highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this, Reese. Like, I'm watching what you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove I'm a better running back than you. Both these guys are looking to be the man today.
And both guys can go the distance, right? These two running backs seem to get better as the game goes on. So which defense can be more physical, step up, and at least slow the other guy down?
Got it in the middle. It's Woods. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Here comes the offense on second down. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Golden Flashes want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
Leaves it with the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Throwing right. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Line is set on 3rd down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Looking for a deep man. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Finds a man on the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Defense looks like they're coming. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads it left. It's complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Movement here from the tight end. Back to the ground with the running back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A little screen to the running back. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
Complete in the middle. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw, and they've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Do it again, defense. Black 24. Black 24. Let's go.
Running back searching for a hole. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. And the Wolverines look to do some damage in the red zone. Reads it, fires complete. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll try it again. Discards a man. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got him downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. And the golden flashes come to the line in the hurry-up.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the big fella. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Makes one man miss. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. to throw. It's Avant. He's got his man. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. Snap it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
On 2nd and goal, they believe he's got a nose for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half.
Get in good field position, guys.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a... And the defense gets to the quarterback.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
Getting some heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's Woods. They get him down after he makes the catch.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Fires to the wideout. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route, and the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Looking to move it through the air. He finds his man. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He's got it on the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Caught near the sticks. It's Cobb. Ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
That's the last thing this defense needed, a penalty to keep the drive moving. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires it incomplete.
I think the quarterback just needs to settle down and take his time. Be confident knowing you can step into these throws. When you step into it, it'll help your accuracy. That throw, throwing it off his back foot, led to the incompletion.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
We knew this defense was going to be physical in this game. How about that hit on the tight end after a nice gainer preventing him from getting the first down?
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by 11 over Ole Miss. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. To the air, it's Avant coming after him. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it. Forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here, you're revisiting that last drive and asking yourself, okay, what did I call? What worked? What can I keep dialing up so we can keep scoring?
Dang right, because you got the momentum. You're back in this football game. Everything is going your way. Your defense just contributed, so that lead they had, just keep chipping away, and who knows what will happen.
Right back to the well. Across the 25, he's got room. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. From the 22 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe...
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
To the air, it's Avant. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Flips it out in the flat. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Wolverines are flying down the field. They'll go to the ground. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Quickly complete. At the 20, he's got space. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you could tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again, or are you going to force them to pass the football?
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
This could be the turning point.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. takes it from the gun on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man down the middle. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Line gets set, first down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to...
Got enough space. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Caught the defense offside. That penalty obviously will be declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown Wolverines. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Looking to throw, it's 8. Forget the kick, he's going to throw it. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Trying to find his man on first down. Spits it out to the back. Makes the catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. It's first and 10 from the 31. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Running with power. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down here for the offense. Power football with the run. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
And they're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
Kick it at 22. Do not kick it at 22.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring it on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.